And today I wanted to talk to you about your base. No, not that base. This base, Glorious Face and Eye Primer. What is it and why do you want it? Well, let me tell you. This stuff is fantastic to help you set up your skin for your makeup for the day. It will help fill in your pores, the fine lines, which will help give you that flawless coverage all day long. It's going to help your makeup stay on all day until you decide to take it off. What else does it do? Well, for those of you that have oily skin, I do, it helps actually stay on without it melting off. If you have, any hot flashes or just it's hot outside, this is going to help leave your makeup on. So you get to decide when you take it off rather than letting the heat or your hormones decide that. So that's two major benefits right there. Another one, putting it over your eyelids, that's going to help your eyeshadow stay on all day long, but it's also going to help boost the color in it. So you'll actually have to use less, but get more color. So this stuff is fantastic. I'm going to show you really quick a few eyeshadows that I have and show you the difference of using primer versus no primer, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put some on part of my face. All right, it just takes a little bit. Just a little bit here. And I'm going to put it on the lower half. It's very lightweight, so you don't even know that it's even on there. And then I'm going to do the other side. All right. So I need to try to remember exactly where I put it, since you can't really feel it on there. All right, so it's on the lower half of my face. All right, so I'm going to start out with a few eyeshadows from the Addiction Palette #1, which are browns. And I'm going to go ahead and use Chipper, Forthright, and Zealous. All right, so we'll start out with Chipper. All right, so remember I put the primer down here, so I'm going to start out up here where there isn't primer, and this is the color Chipper. Okay, so you can see it's a little bit darker down there. Next, I'm going to do Forthright. It's a darker brown. Okay, as you can see, it's definitely darker there. And then Zealous. All right, and there you have it. Next, I'm going to do the other side, and I'm going to use, first I'm going to use a pigment in the color of Regal, which is a dark purple. Okay, so there it is. It's a loose powder. And I need to get that brush. Let's see. Okay. So you can see it's a pretty light color once you get it on there. Okay, so it's much darker in the primer section versus no primer. All right, next I'm going to use a Splurge Cream Shadow, and I'm going to use the color Noble, and it's a dark purple. I'm going to use my cream shadow brush. There you go. All right, last but not least, I'm going to use a Splurge Cream Shadow in the color of Dainty. It's a light lilac color. So there you go. So those are the colors. Top part is no primer. Bottom part is primer. Same thing over here. So quite a bit of difference. And I'll post a picture of these in the comments so you can see it even better. But there you go. Glorious Face and Eye Primer. This stuff is fantastic. And again, it makes a huge difference, especially with your foundation and powder coverage. For me, I notice a huge difference if I don't put it on. And yes, there are days that I totally forget, just not even thinking about it. And it's a huge difference that while Younique's coverage is still awesome, I have large pores and I have very oily skin, so I definitely see it, especially when I'm taking pictures of myself and I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my gosh, I forgot my primer. So don't forget your primer. Get it. You'll love it. I promise it will make a huge difference, okay? Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.